Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Mansa XP. It's your boy Mansa, and today we're going to be going over the Super Mario Brothers Wonder Metacritic review. So a lot of people have been anticipating this game. It was really exciting to see at the Nintendo Direct, and we're kind of, burnt out on the whole new Super Mario Brothers games from the DS and the Wii and the Wii U, and we finally got something new with Super Mario Brothers Wonder. And a lot of people's predictions before the game came out was maybe it'll get a high 80, maybe like an 88, 89, maybe even like a 90, 91 at the highest. But as we can see right here, it did score a 93 Metacritic at the time of this recording with 76 critic reviews. So most of these were positive, and then there was one mixed review that gave it a 7 out of 10. So a 93 is definitely very surprising, and just keeping that trend going with 2023 being one of the best years in gaming, and shaking up a game that's been out for over 3 decades at this point. So definitely great to see. But before we get into all these reviews, make sure you do hit that like button, do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get into it right after this. As I said, it did score a 93 on Metacritic, which gives it a must-play rating. So let's go through some of the top reviews, and then we'll get to some of the lower reviews. So CG Magazine gave it a 10 out of 10, and they said, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is a complete reinvention of everything that makes the franchise great, and the best 2D Mario game ever made. So this is high praise. Saying the best 2D Mario game ever made puts it above a lot of people's favorites like Super Mario World, which is my favorite 2D Mario game. Then you have Super Mario Brothers 3. It's CG Magazine with very high praise with this game, saying it the best 2D Mario game ever made. That's very interesting. Then we go over to comicbook.com, and they said Super Mario Bros. Wonder is about as close to perfection as it gets for a 2D Mario game. While the new Super Mario Bros. Games were fun, they never felt like they ever had their own distinct identity, the way we saw with classic Mario games like Super Mario Bros. 3 or Super Mario World. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is dripping with creativity and personality in every facet. So again, perfect score coming from comicbook.com, and this kind of goes to what I was saying a little bit earlier with, a lot of people like Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World because they're very different than all the Super Mario, 2D games. Most of the Super Mario 2D games are pretty different and distinct on their own, but what happened with the new Super Mario Brothers series was it was kind of the same thing, maybe a different, power up here or there, but it was the same characters, get this star coin, jump on each other's head, and the same repetitive uninspired music. It was just getting a little boring and stale. So with Super Mario Brothers Wonder, when a lot of people saw the new art style, a new voice actor, the little things with the environment interacting and changing with the wonder flowers and wonder seeds and things like that, it just made the game so much more fresh. Like, after a while, yes, there are tried and true formulas, but when it comes to gaming, you got to keep it fresh, you got to reinvent it, and it's great to see that that's what's happening here with Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Then we go over to Press Start Australia, who also gave the game a 10 out of 10. They said Super Mario Bros. Wonder is just that, a wonder. It leverages tight and concise platforming with a robust set of power-ups and skills to offer a degree of flexibility to players like never before. While it's still slightly easier than I'd like, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is an incredibly engaging Mario game and one of the best platformers available on the Switch, if not ever. So not only are the reviewers talking about it being one of the best platformers available on the Switch, they're saying it's one of the best platformers of all time, not just in the Mario universe, but any platformer that's ever existed, which again, super high praise. And we're seeing a little bit of a consistent pattern here where they're talking about great platforming, new, innovative ways to play, and the controls and everything actually working well. So it's not just the design of the game, everything's working together. It's nice and tight. It shows that, they spent their time really developing the game. Then we go over to VGC, who had another 10 out of 10, and they said, inventive and full of heart, with a tight design and striking presentation, Super Mario Bros. Wonder is undoubtedly the plumber's most memorable 2D outing since the 1990s. So we're talking over 25 to 30 years, which is going back to what I was saying before with, Super Mario World and how highly regarded those games are. So again, it's more personality, right? Like we were saying, the other games were getting stale. This brought out a lot more personality, the presentation, the coloring. It's full of, personality, heart. You feel like you feel what the designers and developers were actually trying to put into the game. Then we go over to Games Radar, who also gave it a 10 out of 10. They said, "Move over, Elephant Mario. The true star of Super Mario Bros. Wonder are the Wonder Flowers themselves, which continuously add the unexpected to an altogether brilliant 2D platformer." Okay, Elephant Mario's pretty amazing too. So, yeah, a lot of people love the Elephant Mario power-up, but like Games Radar is saying here, the Wonder Flowers are the big, innovative part of this game, right? Like we've seen in the previews. I also did play the demo over at Target, so you guys can check that short out if you want to. But the Wonder Flowers just changing the environment, going from, regular platforming to just this wacky, trippy, environment changing, going from 2D to isometric. Like the Wonder Flowers in each level is going to make the game just so much more enjoyable, and I can't wait to play it and experience. Maybe there are different Wonder Flowers to find in a level. Maybe there are, if you skip the Wonder Flower, do you find different secrets and things like that? There's going to be so many different things to find and different ways to play this game just because of that, along with the badges and everything else. Then we go to Atomics, who gave the game a 9.6, and they said, "We can only confirm that we are facing one of the best titles of the year and most likely the best 2D Mario of all time." So another publication stating that this is the best 2D Mario game that's ever been released. The Nintendo Switch shines again with a truly screaming exclusive that you simply cannot miss because of the great way in which it takes simple and already proven bases and on them puts a huge number of innovative ideas that undoubtedly feel like the next big step for the series, and of course the entrance to a new era that we hope will expand for much longer. Our favorite plumber is launching his new game, and that deserves a celebration. So great words there from Atomics, and it will be interesting. I think that will be the talk as well. Like, will there be a sequel to this game? Is this the new gimmick? Are they going to run this into the ground? Are they going to keep trying to figure out new ways to do this? And I could see them coming out with a sequel, but then after that, I think they will try to move on to something else, just to not run into the ground like they did with New Super Mario Bros. Then we go over to Nintendo Life, who gave the game a 9 out of 10. They said, "Super Mario Bros. Wonder is quite simply the best 2D Mario game since Super Mario World." So again, high praise there. "This is the slickest, sharpest, and smartest that two-dimensional Mario has felt since 1991. So we're talking about 32 years ago. And in its Wonder Flowers, badges, and online aspects, it serves up an endlessly inventive and impressive platform adventure that we've been utterly hooked on. With local co-op and online fun adding to the replayability factor and 100% perfect performance in both docked and handheld modes, this feels like 2D Mario with its mojo back, and one of the very best platformers we've played in quite some time." So nice, expressive review there from Nintendo Life. Again, bringing up the different new aspects of the game, the Wonder Flowers, the badges that give you the different, abilities like the floating cap and the wall jump and things like that. So, and then also talking about the online aspect. So you have the, local co-op and things like that. It's adding to how long you can actually enjoy these games now. The regular campaign, maybe you could finish it in 10 hours or so, but having a new reason to come back, maybe do speed runs, maybe try and beat the game, giving yourself special challenges on your own, like, okay, I'm only going to use this power up, or I'll try and beat it with this badge, or playing together with friends and family and stuff like that. It adds a whole new layer to this game and adds to the longevity of it. Now we go over to GameSpot. They said, "Super Mario Bros. Wonder is a bold choice for a name. It plants a flag in the ground that suggests anything less than a constant sense of awe and delight will be a failure by its own terms. But then, surprisingly, Mario Wonder rises to the challenge and the result is a modern classic. The Wonder effects are the marquee feature, and for good reason, as they serve as a springboard for a cornucopia of creativity. But it's the smart and thoughtful choices around new power-ups, badges, online multiplayer, and visual flair that cemented in Mario canon. This is the rightful successor to Super Mario World and hopefully will serve as a touchstone to 2D Mario going forward. So again, reiterating a lot of those things, saying the new, going back to the drawing board, the Wonder Flowers, all these things just make this game just fresh. And, a lot of people have been, I guess, nostalgic for that old Mario. Like, we haven't had that sense of like, oh wow, they really did this in a Mario game. That seems like that's coming back now. Now with another 9 out of 10, we go to IGN, who said Super Mario Bros. Wonder looks and plays like the true next step for 2D Mario platformers. Wonder effects change each stage in both surprising and delightful ways. The Flower Kingdom makes for a vibrant and refreshing change of pace, and Elephant Mario steals the show. Now I did want to go to some of the lower reviews. So we have Dexerto, where they gave it an 8 out of 10. They said, while Super Mario Bros. Wonder doesn't revolutionize Nintendo's beloved series, the charming 2D platformer successfully pays homage to its roots, paving the way forward with unique twists that keep the gameplay feeling fresh. Mario Bros. Wonder may not take the crown from Super Mario Bros. 3 or Odyssey, but the latest outing encapsulates the very essence of what a 2D Mario game should be. It's silly, wacky, and most importantly, great fun. The fact that Nintendo can still deliver a 2D Mario game 42 years after the first title hit our screens back in 1981 really is wonder in itself. So I don't know if it's safe to say that was a little hypocritical in the beginning, because it says it doesn't revolutionize the series, but it also makes the gameplay feel fresh. So I don't know if they mean it didn't change the game overall, because it keeps its, the skeleton of normal 2D Mario games. But as we've said throughout this video, like, it's kind of has revolutionized it. Like, everyone's saying like, oh, this should be what the 2D Mario game should be moving forward. This is changing how we play the game, what we can expect while playing it, how to navigate, things like that. So I don't know, maybe I'm misreading that or misinterpreting what they said there, but again, 8 out of 10, not a bad score. So, that's their opinion. And then we go on to the last review, which is the only mixed review. So Digital Spy gave the game a 7 out of 10, which is kind of weird to see considering everything we've read, but again, their opinion. But they said it is a game that tries to evoke a feeling of discovery at every possible turn, but in doing so loses the element of wonder fairly quickly. Instead, Wonder's strongest moments are when it takes a breather, taking the time to set the scene while letting the platforming do the talking. So again, these are, reviewers giving their personal opinion. It kind of sounds like, again, I don't know if this is a little hypocritical, but it's saying that it loses an element of wonder quickly. So I don't know if that means it stops being interesting, or there's less Wonder Flowers after a certain point, and it starts off with a lot and then it doesn't. But then it says the stronger moments is when it just lets the platforming do the talking, which, I mean, realistically, Mario at its core is, run, jump, shoot this, go down a pipe. Like, it's not super complicated. So I don't know what they mean by letting the platforming do the talking. I don't know if there's some special platforming that we haven't seen before, and they're saying the Wonder Flowers kind of take away from that. Again, I don't know. I could be misreading this. I could be misinterpreting it. They're entitled to their opinion, but I think a 7 out of 10, even though I haven't played the game, is pretty low considering, no other 2D Mario game is probably a 7 out of 10, and this one seems to be reinventing everything. So I think a 8 at the minimum is, and even that's kind of low, but I mean, that's their opinion. But all in all, listen, game's a 93 Metacritic so far, must play. It's coming out this Friday, so if you're looking to play it, or also have to buy Spider-Man 2, you got two great games. You got Super Mario, you got Sonic Superstars that also came out on the 17th, so just a really great week. And then next week you have Alan Wake 2. So again, 2023 still closing out pretty strong with the fall/holiday season. Personally, I'm gonna wait till around Black Friday or so to pick it up. I just have other games to play right now, and I'm not in a rush to play it. It's not gonna be hard to pick up physically later. It might go on sale for $10 less or $15 less even around Black Friday. So I'm just gonna wait, pick that up, Sonic Superstars, around Black Friday, see what I can get for it. But you guys let me know down below. Are you excited for this game? Are you looking to pick it up on day one? Have you already pre-ordered it? What are your thoughts on the reviews for Super Mario Brothers Wonder? And let me know what you guys are thinking about where the franchise is going to go from here. Are they going to keep with this? Are they going to keep the concept for more games? Are they going to just do one sequel or just pivot to something else? Y'all let me know down below. Again, leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll catch you on the next video.